Hi everyone, we're moving on to project number 3 now, which is your photo frame. So you'll be needing your photo frame. If you've got a white photo frame, you'll be making this project. If you have a brown photo frame, you'll be doing this one instead. Okay, all the pieces that you've got will be coordinating. The white ones have got a filigree brad and 2 white butterflies. If you're a postal member, you already have your butterflies cut out. You'll be needing a large roller and embossing powder and Versamark ink. Okay, for both of them. So I'm going to crack on and get started. I've got my photo frame here ready and my jumbo roller. This is the large size. And I'm going to grab my, sorry, knocking the table there. My Versamark ink. I'm just going to roll it straight through the ink pads. You could make your own Versamark ink cartridge to go in there if you wanted to. So I just rolled that straight across the side of the picture frame, and I'm going to do the bottom corner as well. I'm not being too exact with where I'm rolling this one because it's a little bit more rustic than the other one. So now I've got my Versamark ink on there. I'm just going to get my clear embossing powder. You could use a coloured one if you wanted to, but I think the clear just brings out the colour of the craft. So I'm just sprinkling that over my picture frame. Give it a good tap. Go around, do the other side. Just giving it a rub, getting it off the picture frame. Next, you'll be needing a heat gun. You can't really use a hairdryer for it. You do actually need a proper craft heat gun. Here's mine. This can be a little bit noisy for a minute, and you'll see that the colour of the powder will change with the heat, and it will create a raised surface on the picture frame. Okay? Okay, there we go. It really doesn't take long at all. You'll know that you've heated it enough because it will be shiny. If it hasn't gone shiny, you might need to just give it another quick blast with the heat gun. Okay. If you heat it too much, sometimes you can melt the embossing powder into the actual cardstock, so try to make sure that you're not heating it for too long. The next step that we're going to be doing is I'm going to take my sponge dauber, which fits nicely on the end of my finger, and my chocolate chip ink pad, well used as you can see, and I'm going to put my sponge dauber into my ink pad, just give it a twist and pick up some colour, and I'm just going to run that around the edges. Just gives it a bit of a distressed look. The purple one I started with pink. Put that one there so you can see it. I started with pink around the edges and worked onto the slightly darker colour as I got all the way to the edge, so it's lighter in the middle. With the brown one, I'm just running the brown around the edge, and as it starts to run out, I'm just sort of going in a little bit further. You can put on as much or as little as you want. I'm doing a little bit more on this one than I did on the original one. And it will just make the embossing powder pop on the corners and stand out. Okay. I'm also going to take my sponge dauber to the corners of my butterfly, which we're going to be making a flower out of. If you're really artistic, you could add your colour so that this looks like a pansy. And of course, these are the 2 punch butterfly shapes that postal members will have in their kits. If you're doing your project with a purple frame, a purple and white frame, then you'll be using the coordinating ink around the edge of your white butterflies. Okay, now once I've got my butterflies are all coloured, I'm going to take my snail adhesive and I'm just going to add a bit of adhesive to the back and stick one butterfly one way and one butterfly the other way. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of adhesive to the back of my leaves. I'm going to pop him in there. Get my other one. These are punched out with a 2-step bird punch. Okay. Just lift up the corner of my flower. And then I'm going to add a button, which you should all have in your kit, or a brad. If you have a white kit, you will need to attach your filigree brad to your butterfly before you stick your butterflies onto the front of your picture frame. Okay, now I've done this one quite flat, so to show you one look. This one here, I've curled up the edges of the butterfly. That one spins a bit because I didn't stick it down. And the same with this one here, I curled up the edges. Okay, so that is your 3rd project. It's really, really quick and easy to create, and it'd be a lovely gift or something to keep on your window ledge. Of course, you can change the colours of the white one to anything that you want. You can add different colours to the brown one too if you'd like to do that. But I just thought it would be a fun project for you to all have a go at. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again soon.